I'm going to clear this up right now for everybody. The only time I will say this, okay, folks? Jill was not a drunk, okay? Jill would only drink when she was, well, she didn't drink practically any time this year because she was sick most of the time. I told her to go to the hospital. She didn't want to do it. I'm not going back into that. When the Jill that you guys knew in the past, okay, she was not an everyday drinker. Maybe she would drink once or twice a week. Maybe sometimes she'd drink 3 times a week. Maybe sometimes she'd drink 0 times a week. The bottom line is this: Jill, a lot of people call her drunk Jill and all this because she would drink vodka, and she would even say to me, because I could even hear it in her voice, I would talk to her. Because like an hour earlier, I'd be talking to her, she would sound fine. I would say, then I would talk to her. I would, come on, Jill, you know you're drinking. I could hear it. As soon as that vodka hit her lips, something changed. And she even admitted to me, she said, I don't know what it is. It makes me sound so drunk. And I tried to get her to go to wine or whatever, because that's what she was into. She was into vodka. That's what she drank. But she was not a drunk, okay? Women metabolize alcohol differently than men do, okay? Okay, you want to call anybody a drunk, call me a drunk, but I'm not. I've been drinking all night, and I sound fine. Okay, it's just different. Like, this is different. And I don't want to be like this, okay? I wanted to cut down. This, Jill passing away is like my only coping mechanism. I have asthma. I don't smoke weed like all these people on here do. If I did, I guess I'd be smoking a lot of weed. Okay. Things have been getting better every day, but it's never going to be the same. But, I'm not going to use that as an opportunity or an excuse to drink myself to death. That's not going to happen. Okay. But I will admit, I've been drinking a lot more this past week than I would normally do. But Jill was not a drunk. I know when Jill would only go on YouTube, okay, on panels and side chat when she was drinking, okay? The Jill that I knew and loved was the sober Jill. The Jill that you guys saw me fighting, that was when she was drinking. And then I would sometimes be ashamed. Like, that's my woman, and she's acting like that. She's talking like that. I'd be ashamed. And I don't know. I mean, I guess I can do some outlandish things too. But she sounded very drunk when she would drink. And I think, you can look into it. Men versus women. Men can metabolize alcohol better than women can. And she really would get drunk. Or she would sound drunk after like having just like one sip of that vodka. So she was not, I don't want people to say, oh, drunk Jill, drunk Jill. She was not a drunk. She was not an everyday drinker. She was not anything like that. She was a sporadic binge drinker. I love you, Jill.